Boys and girls, welcome back to WTF Is This Sportscast. I am your host, Hunter, and with me, as always, is your co-host, host of the year, Ray.
Hello.
Great intro.
I always do like the creepy way. Hello. Every time.
That's okay. We just got done watching a spectacular video of your co-host here, and just about to tell him that was like the time that I had that napalm hot sauce that's at these Pepper Palace. At the Pepper Palace in in the mall.
Yeah.
Opry Mills.
Opry Mills, yeah.
Yeah, I had the napalm hot sauce.
I haven't gone that bad yet.
Oh, dude, they give you a sticker if you don't drink milk within the first 5 minutes because they're not going to keep you there for 30 minutes. They're like, we can't keep you here for a while, but if you can last 5 minutes, you can do. I got the sticker. It was on the top of one of the cars that I used to drive, I think. I don't know. But I put it up on a car and then forgot about it promptly. But, dude, I walked through that whole mall. I had to get, we stopped at a cookie shop so I could get some milk. Renee got an icy. I drank my milk, stole her icy, drank the icy just to get some relief because of what was in the napalm hot sauce. And I was like, God damn, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Never again, dude. So I feel like I feel like mine was a little less worse than yours, though.
Yeah, that which is funny because I'm like, oh, jalapenos, I'm good. That chocolate jalapeno, though, oh my God.
It's okay. It's okay. Muy caliente on the chocolate-covered jalapenos, boys and girls. But moving on, a little bit of good news. There is a report out right now that the San Jose Sharks are zeroing in on David Quinn as their head coach, and maybe that will improve their year next year coming up here.
Probably not.
But no.
Because they're the Sharks.
I hope so because they do good. They do good, but it's not good enough, man. We got to get something. I want to say something back, but when your back is a back and forth, just like Nashville, they're a back and forth each year, and it's just so tiring. And you just get run down on watching your team lose. And last year was fucking horrible.
I've grown immune to it. I built up an immunity.
Everybody's saying that this is UT's year.
They say
to
that
take
every
Gators.
year.
To take the Gators. Look, man. After watching last year, you guys have a great chance of beating the Gators.
We find a way, man. As much as I really want to believe that, I'm always like, the Vols find a way to snatch defeat in the jaws of victory.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Well, I'll say this: the Gators have a new coach. Does that mean that they're going to be organized? It depends on how they're training right now. It depends on what they're doing and if they're listening, if they're following him as a leader. They've got a great quarterback. They've got great quarterbacks. They've got a great offensive line, a great defensive line. They can pull it off, but only if they're organized with the coach. And that's yet to be seen. When they get out there on the field, when they play that first game, and we see now, of course, it's going to be against a lower-ranked team, so it's not going to be against anybody exceptional. But we can at least see how they're going to operate, see how they're going to be uniform. And, of course, if they go up against that lower-ranked team and get the score of 40-0, we'll know, okay, they're serious. They mean fucking business because their defensive line is obviously fucking holding. I mean, not holding in the bad way, like the ref's going to call.
I was about to say.
But, they're basically
not to do that.
they're basically doing their job and holding the offensive line back from scoring. They're keeping the quarterback on his toes. They're keeping, everybody on their toes. They're looking for those holes so they can get to the quarterback while he still has possession of the ball. The wide receivers, they're looking for the wide receivers so they can be on top of them. So everybody's got a job, and if they pull that off and they can just shut them out completely and just destroy somebody, we'll know that they're in a serious mood. We'll know that the coach and the team are on the same level. But we've got to see what happens that first game, just like with Tennessee. We have to see what happens on that first game.
Yeah, I think y'all play Utah, right? First game. I know Tennessee plays Ball State.
Let me see. Actually, I think.
Let me pull up the Gator schedule. Yeah, y'all got Utah September 3rd.
Yeah.
Actually, the real challenge will be against Kentucky.
See, that is true because
Kentucky's been
that is a
good
good
past
team.
couple years. Yeah.
So they can, and they've whooped UT and Florida last year too, didn't they? No, they almost got y'all. They almost got UT.
Almost got us.
It was so close too.
Yeah.
Because I think what had happened was there was a call on the field that had pushed them back, and it took so long to even resolve that as a call or not, a proper call, and then I don't even remember what else, but I know there's one little controversial call at the very end, and everybody's like, "Oh, what are you fucking kidding me?" Because if they would have called it, I don't know if it was holding. If they would have called it holding, Kentucky would have been able to get that touchdown because blah blah blah, or I don't remember which, but it was just a close game, and I remember Alex went to the bowl game and was very upset.
Yeah, the bowl game was bullshit.
That's one of the lost episodes too.
Oh yeah,
man, only a few people got to hear the lost episodes before they disappeared forever, unfortunately. And unfortunately, there's no way to bring those back.
Actually, yeah, I didn't realize that until I looked at our archive. I was like, "What? I could have swore we had more." I was like, "No, well."
Yeah, no, we did, but it. We what we did is we essentially changed over a different thing, and we didn't get to take it with us, unfortunately. So
yeah, we beat Kentucky 45-42.
Yeah. So it was, like I said, a very close game. 3 points. That's fucking good. That's a good game, actually.
Yeah, man, Hooker's a guy. Throw the long ball.
Sometimes. Well, no, he can throw it all the time. It's just having somebody there to catch it, or him throwing it, or him getting tackled.
Well, it's just like his touchdown passes are like 75-yard touchdown, 71-yard touchdown. I was like, Jesus Christ. What about just a regular 10-yard touchdown? Those do not exist.
It's an exciting time. We got that coming up.
Only 5 more weeks, man.
Thank God. We're there. We're almost there. It's getting better. It's getting better all the time with sports. So
week by week.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you, football. Come back to us. We need you. We need you now more than ever.
Yes.
I will say that. But not taking anything away from baseball, the MLB All-Star Game, done, over. How many years in a row is this now?
10 years right? In a row, the American League has beat the National.
It is awesome. But I want to say this. Did anybody else feel like the color commentary was a little fucking dry? Like, it was rough to listen to. They were kind of boring. It was probably, yeah, it was the most boring commentary I've had for baseball in a while. Like, they even mic'd up players, and they were asking fucking questions while the players were playing, and I'm like, dude, I get that this is their lax time. They're supposed to be playing this game, serious but lackadaisically, because it's just it's the MLB All-Stars. It's the All-Stars. Let's have fun, Fuck. I mean, even Mookie, he even messed up at the beginning trying to wish a happy birthday to, I think it was Jackie Robinson's wife. Yeah, he messed up. He had to stop, slow it down,
compose
a little
himself.
bit, compose. Yeah, and then he was just like, let's wish her a happy birthday on 3. And they did, and it went off without a hitch, and then they started playing. It was great. I need you to look something up for me, please, sir. Look up who is playing at the Field of Dreams game. They're playing a game. Say they did a previous thing at the Field of Dreams where they had the 2 teams, and they did it as a traditional, like they just had some All-Stars play. Kevin Costner was there, but they're going to do another game there. It's at the Field of Dreams field.
Yeah, it's August 11th.
Yeah.
Trying to see who's playing.
Because a guy I know from another podcast, Ross Patterson, he went to the Field of Dreams and watched that game, and he's like, everybody cried when Kevin Costner came out, and I was like, oh, that must have been awesome. That must have been awesome. And they had the guy that played the dad there too. He was there.
See, who was Ray Liotta's character?
Oh, I can't remember which player he was. Shit. And what's funny is, like I said, there are some movies that are quintessential, but I haven't seen that one in so long. Like, oh man, what was it? There was a movie I saw the other day that I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen this in forever.
They haven't said.
They haven't said? Okay, because I knew that was coming up, and I'm amped about that.
August 11th, though.
Nice.
It's a Thursday.
Nice. Excellent.
Which, knowing my luck, I'll be like, won't be able to do Wednesday again.
Yeah. Hey,
Sorry,
it's all right,
folks.
buddy. It's all right. But no, the All-Star game was great. You got to see a lot of great stars. You got to see them do their best and have fun also. One of the best highlights for me, though, was Trevino. He was mic'd up, like I said, the catcher for the Yankees. He was mic'd up. And then I think it was Nestor Cortez was also mic'd up, the pitcher. And that was fun to fucking watch because their conversation, like hearing them converse to each other of, hey, okay, so they'd stop, pop the glove up in front of the mouth. They're like, you could barely hear, but if you were listening, you could hear them. All right, so what are you going to give me? Let's do a heater. Let's do curve. Let's do curve. Let's
really?
You could hear them communicate, and they had their little code words for curveball, for fastball, for this, for that, for everything had a code word for it, of course. And so you get to hear the back and forth, and he's like, one time Cortez goes, "You decide." And you see Trevino go, do the finger symbols again, and he's like, and then you see he'd do another one, and go, okay. And it was just fucking cool to see them do that back and forth to each other, and it was neat to watch and hear the conversations. And if they do that during all games, that's fucking brilliant, because then you don't have to do the hand signals anymore. You can keep it private. You can just be like, "What do you got?" Curveball. Gotcha. All right. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And then you could see his preemptive, move over for a curve or for a fastball, or you could see his preemptive glove movement when he was getting ready. So he might just go, if it were just a fastball, or he'd kind of turn it sideways if it's a curve to try and catch it on that side. So it was just neat to watch him adjust, knowing what pitch you knew was coming, and go, okay, so when he gets that, he adjusts his glove this way or this way to catch it. So he's ready for it. When it comes over, he just goes out like that. He'll turn his glove to match where he thinks the ball is going to go.
I don't know. I kind of like the hand signals. That's like old school.
Well, it's because it's tradition. Tradition holds out, and people love that. But it's also neat because then you don't have the option of somebody maybe peeping you, because you're supposed to, even though batters aren't supposed to be able to see.
Looking at you, Astros.
Yeah.
Or what about like even the?
I wasn't going to say anything, but
what about
the
third base and first base?
The coaches.
The coaches, where they do like look like they're doing the Macarena or whatever like that. It always ends with like pulling the jock.
Yeah, it's kind of a signal. Yeah, it's something you could keep your eye on to know. Like he saw him go, okay, this is what they're doing. They're doing this. They're doing this. So that way, without the hand signals, you got this popped up. Batter has no fucking clue what's coming next. And that's it. And base coaches can't see. They can't see. So it's one of those where it's kind of a benefit. It's a huge benefit to the pitch and catch team.
Yeah.
That sounded weird to say, but
pitch and catch team.
Pitch and catch. Anyways, moving on from that dirtiness.
Speaking of the Astros, they're playing a doubleheader today against the Yankees, and they beat the Yankees in the first game, 3-2. But they're playing again right now.
That sucks.
I'd rather them win now, and then the Yankees beat them when it really matters.
Yeah, that's true. Because the Yankees are still sitting pretty tight, but the Astros are coming up on them, man.
Damn it! Even though the Astros are up 2-0 in the top of the second.
Yeah. Oh man, I meant to try and find that actually on the TV before we started.
Motocross.
We were watching, the X Games, dude. But the Rays, woo, 51-41 coming up as second in the East, dude. How about that?
Jesus,
that's beautiful. Overshot the Blue Jays, and the Red Sox are back down in fourth.
Oh yeah, they're 3-7 in the last 10.
Yeah,
Damn.
they've been fluctuating hard this year. Like they are like the Predators. They're fluctuating hard. It's weird. It's weird to see, honestly.
What's funny is that the Rays have more wins than the first place in the Central, the Minnesota, with 50 wins.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And then you got the Guardians in the Central with 46 and 44. White Sox with 46 and 46 and third. So they're
I have a feeling Chicago White Sox are going to pass
overtake
the Guardians.
Yeah, that's me too. I have that feeling too. It's just, it seems like the Sox want it this year. The Sox want to look good this year. They want to stop pretending.
They're always pretty decent.
Decent, but decent's not good enough.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
you got to be. It's like, but I mean, you know, it's like the Cubs. People said the Cubs were decent. Now, you know, they take them more seriously again because of one World Series that they. I mean, what was it? 12 years since they had won their first World Series, or their World Series. Like there was a big space in between the World Series for the Cubbies when they were playing the Indians. I don't remember why, though. I don't remember what it was, but there was a big deal about the Cubs. Like, everybody was like, oh, yeah, shit. But that doesn't seem right because of the whole Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire shit. So I'm just curious.
Nah, man, the Cubs hadn't been. They won in 2016, and the time before that was 1908.
Yeah, see, so that's what I was saying. That's why it was a big deal in 2016 is because when they won.
It was 108 years.
Yeah, it was a long time. So it just, you know, I don't know. It seems like for them, they kind of want that. Like the Sox want that. They want to be a little more solid again.
They want to be the Chicago team.
I mean, it's
kind of like the Mets
the
want
Cubs,
to be,
you know,
want to be the Yankees.
They do, and they're fucking trying. They're trying, man. You got to give them credit. They are trying because they are putting in the work, and they are doing great. I mean, I'm impressed.
Watch both teams go out the first round.
Yeah, yep, out,
swept,
gone. I could, you know what? I hate saying this, dude, but I could see it. I could see that happening. Mm-hmm. Both of them getting knocked out.
Happen,
oh yeah, because it just seems like I feel like the Yankees would do that in the beginning of that. You know, just out, and you're like,
y'all did great all season,
all fucking season. You guys were just badass.
That was my pen.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I hope that was nothing that we needed.
Sounded like my bones cracking.
Ooh, that would have been bad. That would have been bad if that was your bones, bro. But anyways, back to the baseball games. The baseballs. Nope. Sorry, folks.
Not touching that one.
Nope. Yeah. And we usually would, but just not this time.
Trying to be classy.
Just a little bit classier on that one. You like balls? No, anyways. It's down there in the American League, though, to get back onto that. The Astros with 60 and 32, like we said, following the Yankees. I mean, they're the closest team right now, and it could happen. But you got the Mariners, then you got the Rangers, the Angels, and the Athletics at the bottom, but they're 32 and 61. Now let's go over to the National League, and let's take a look at those boys. Now, again, you got to remember the National League's probably not going to be doing so hot because they just lost the All-Star game. Suck it. But, yeah, you got the Brewers on top of the Central Division, followed by the Cardinals, and that is a close one. That is a close one.
They're going to be going back and forth, only half game behind.
Mm-hmm. Then you got the Pirates and the Cubs, followed by the Reds. Now the Pirates are doing well. They're doing very well. 39 and 54, 5-5 in their last 10. So they're not doing too bad. I see the Cubs though. I see where they are, and I mean, hey, guys, Cubs. There's always the next 108 years, as Ray just said. It was that long before. You know what? You're not actually acting like you want it again. But moving on down to the East, we got the Mets still up top, doing good. Braves falling
right
very fucking close though, very close. That's Acuna. That's him.
Dude, he's a beast.
He is. He's tearing it up now. So he's starting to.
As long as he ain't tearing up that ACL.
Yeah, that's right.
Again.
Then you got the Phillies with 49 and 43, the Marlins over there with 43 and 49, the reverse of the Phillies, and then the Nationals with 31 and 63. Oakland is doing better than them. So
yeah.
Then you got the Dodgers real close to the Yanks as far as win-wise, they're getting close up there, just Biden time, I guess, maybe, or just they enjoy being very awkward this season. But they're 9-1 for their last 10.
Yeah, which kind of right behind them though are the Padres, and that just kind of shocked me. I mean, it shocked me at the beginning of the season because I was like, "Oh, wow, the Padres are doing
Nobody's
good."
expecting it.
Yeah,
Nobody's
now
expecting it.
I'm like, "Oh."
I mean, they've got a stacked team now, though. That's the big game changers. They've got a better team now. That's just it. They've got better players for what they needed. Are they better than the leagues, though? No.
I mean, they were right behind though the Dodgers, and now they're just kind of Dodgers are getting hot, and Padres are not. So
then you got the Giants being somewhat okay with 48-43. The Rockies 43-50, and then the Diamondbacks with 40-52. But what do you think about the Aaron situation?
Aaron Judge? I mean, I just think it's don't talk about next year's business until this year. Yeah. Because a lot could happen, a lot could change. You just don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. And a lot of people are like, "Oh man, that means he's not staying." It's like, no, that
a lot of people are afraid of that.
That just means he wants to. I mean, if you put enough zeros at the end of that check,
he could go anyways.
Yeah, and you're already with the team that could do it the most. So,
oh yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's going anywhere. Unless he has Freddie Freeman's agent, then he might go somewhere else.
Yeah, as long as that agent, tells him that he's got an hour to fulfill that deal.
Yeah.
But it's possible. I don't like you said. I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think he's moving. He's staying here.
Yeah. By the way, Baltimore had the first pick of the draft, and they chose Jackson Holliday.
Really?
Yep. So he's a shortstop. And then, of course, like the Angels had the next pick. They got Drew Jones for outfielder and so on down the line. So, I mean, pretty good draft. And it's kind of killing me about seeing these stats of the players that were drafted. I'm looking at their date of birth, and I'm seeing like 2004, 2003, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's when I graduated.
Yeah, I know. I was like, asshole.
Shit.
But, no, congrats to the young talent that have been drafted this year, and we can't wait to see you do wonders in the upcoming future.
Oh, yeah. Taking a break real quick just to swing away. Baseball pun. Got one.
Foul ball, motherfucker.
I know. That was bad, but I'll accept that. I finally worked in a baseball pun.
You struck out. But, hey, you got the bat.
No, achievement. I didn't strike out. It was an achievement. I knocked it out of the park because I said swing away. Boom.
Tip.
You know what?
Signs reference.
That is a signs reference.
It was.
Also got some sci-fi in there. Points for that. Baseball and sci-fi. Because
bringing in the paranormal ragged hole.
You're all right.
Reminds me of a movie I saw one time.
But that wasn't a good movie.
No.
Just kind of pushing this out there. WTF.sportscast on Instagram, boys and girls.
Oh, yeah.
Follow us there. Come and join the fun. We try. But also, rate and review us on Apple, on Spotify, on Spotify. I'm from New York, apparently. On Spotify, on Amazon. You can't review on Spotify or Amazon, but you can rate, and it really helps us move up those charts. And you're doing great, guys. We've seen the numbers. We see the downloads. We know the listeners. So we're really happy with that.
And the locations of these people.
Yeah, so we appreciate it. We love we love you guys for doing that. Thank you for following us. Thank you for listening to us, because that's a huge deal. At least we're not shouting out into the ether. So we appreciate it. It's one of the things that we don't actually stop and think about saying, but we really do. We appreciate you guys, and we're glad you're listening.
Any message or comment that you guys send our way. I mean, it's always like reading those, and just keep them coming.
Yeah, and we get a few shout-outs from a few listeners on there, so, I mean, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening to the show. We really appreciate you. I mean, honestly. But we're going to move on to something that Ray and I have been largely ignoring as a story until all the details have started to come out. And it looks like all of the details have come out. And Brittany Griner is not going anywhere in the near future.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no. No, she pled guilty. So that was from last week.
Yeah, that part
you
I didn't know.
And I know the Biden administration said, we're going to try and get her out of there. And Russia's like, hey, man, look, she legit broke the laws, so
kind of
stop.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get this one back. She's staying here. She broke our laws. This is serious. Yeah. She broke a serious law.
I hate it for her.
And, I mean, yeah, it sucks because she's been playing there in Russia for a few years now and been, earning money there. A lot more than what she makes here.
Which I think that's a core problem. Yeah. The fact that they shouldn't have to go over there to, I don't know. That's a whole nother thing.
But that's also a lot of that has to do with the WNBA. A lot of that has to do with marketability. And it's just not a highly marketable, sport. It's not sought out like others are.
Well, what's frustrating about it is that guys watch NBA. They're obviously the most dominant demographic for men's basketball. Where are the women going to WNBA games? I mean, that shit should be packed. I mean, I'm sorry, but if you want to talk about like feminists and stuff like that, why aren't like the feminists going to watch the games and supporting the women?
If
you're going those are the ones that should be complaining about equal rights.
Yeah.
Sorry, why are my hands up?
Because you're shouting to the mountaintops.
That was really weird. Anyway, yeah.
But you want these to do better. You want these women to get paid better. You have to go to the games. You have to start that marketability getting up higher and higher.
Yes, that's what you have to do because you can't just automatically be like, pay us the same amount right now. It's a work in progress.
Yeah. See, now on the flip side of that, to kind of put the shine on some fine young women, the United States women's soccer team. They basically came out and said, look, more people watch us than watch the men's soccer team. We win games. They don't. And yet the men make more than us and more people watch us. And that was true. It was true. More people watched women's soccer than they watched the men's soccer. And guess what happened? Sponsorship and marketing flipped over to women's soccer, and it started being pushed up a lot higher now.
Yeah.
They're not earning what the men are earning yet, but they're getting a lot closer. They've gotten a lot closer. They're damn near closed the gap, but
yeah, and I mean,
it's because
just keep playing the game, keep playing the patient game because hell, wasn't it just like not even 100 years ago they couldn't even vote?
Yeah, so I mean, you got to play the long game for whatever it is that you want
years. 80 years
to do.
Yeah,
sometimes. I mean, look at podcasters like us. We have to play the long game to get tons and tons and billions and millions of listeners.
Yeah, even though it took people no time at all to realize we don't know shit.
Yeah, I know, right? But it's okay.
Shit, we're recording?
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah. It's all right.
They know.
They know. That's why they're here, because they want to learn from us what we know that we barely know. And that's terrible. They're doing the wrong thing. You guys screwed up coming here.
Y'all fucked up.
But, I mean, she did. She's not going to be getting out of Russia anytime soon. Russia has said, hey man, stop. We're not letting this go. She's been arrested.
Yeah.
So it looks like for the time being, she is stuck there.
Yeah, hope she can come home soon because I know that's got to be fucking scary.
Very scary.
Jail is terrifying. Not that I know from experience, but seems like it would be terrifying. Sounds terrifying. Doing it in one of the strictest fucking countries in the world
is terrifying.
Is freaking terrifying, yeah.
Especially one that's at war.
Yeah.
So, and just to kind of put a little button on this, though.
Ribbon.
Nice little bow. Nice little bow
yeah,
on this one.
Not a ribbon.
It's, what, same thing.
Fuck it.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
A ribbon bow on this. I bet you'll really love the American national anthem now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, just not to be a smartass or a dick, but to be honest, You trashed your home country. Now you're arrested and you want them to come save you.
Yeah, that's
kind of ironic. And also, when you come home, you better be like, dude, this is the greatest fucking song ever.
I mean,
yeah, no, that's
it's kind of fucking funny.
It is
yeah,
funny.
I mean,
that you
I hate
put
it
yourself
for,
in this situation, though.
I hate it for,
but
it is
you
pretty
did
damn
trash
ironic.
your home country, and that's ironic. This
Isn't
whole
it
situation
ironic?
is ironic. And didn't you know that song is actually not irony? Most of that song is just coincidence. Right? Like Rain on Your Wedding Day. That's not irony. That's just a coincidence. That it, like
I don't think I've ever listened to the lyrics except for "Isn't it ironic?"
And then getting a free ride when you've already paid isn't a free ride
Because you
paid for it. You motherfucking idiot. That's not even ironic nor coincidental.
It's like rain. Anyways, pretty. Anyways,
there you go.
No.
But moving to wrestling now, just to kind of bring this up, I want to get your opinion on what you think is going. Okay.
Sorry. Actually, before that, there is one quick football.
Oh yeah, go for it.
NFL note. So the Cleveland Browns are signing former first-round pick Josh Rosen to a 1-year deal. Rosen was the 10th pick in the 2018 draft, and he last played for the Atlanta Falcons in 2021, where he completed 2 of 11 passes with 2 interceptions. That sounds
about
like
right.
That sounds like a Cleveland quarterback.
Yeah, sounds like a Cleveland Brown.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Good luck. All right.
But I even said it before.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Yeah, but I even said it before.
Now, come on, get him up there. Yeah, round of applause.
Okay. I'm doing it. But
barely.
That's still,
I'm ashamed of you.
That's still 2 more passes than I could ever complete.
That's like getting a USA chant, and then you go half-ass on it. Like
essay. Essay.
Yeah. What? No, I said it. Just said it.
He wants to write an essay? What?
It's funny story. I looked up a video of South Park for Renee of the boys trying to get some essays written about a book report, and they went to some illegal immigrant workers, and they wrote their friends instead of, they wrote an essay.
Oh, God.
And it was great. I love that clip because one of them wrote me back. Hey, thanks for writing me essay. I lose my shit on that one because I don't know why, but that's funny as hell.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, going to wrestling. Dude, so opinion on this.
Shoot me.
Dolph Ziggler, Austin Theory angle. There's this angle going on with them. I don't know if you've watched, but there is. It's an angle of, Austin Theory won Money in the Bank.
Action.
Yeah.
Except people like Ziggler, so.
Yeah, people are really cheering for Ziggler.
Well, they should be. He's very fucking underutilized, and how he's still with the WWE, I have no idea. But he's definitely playing the long game.
Well,
and
like we said before the show, Spirit Squad. He was in the Spirit Squad. That man was a male cheerleader. And
was he Mitch or was he Mikey? I want to say he was
Mitch.
Mikey.
I think it was Mitch.
Let me look that up. Because Kenny Dykstra was supposed to be the...
He was supposed to be the breakout, yeah. And then his Mickey James shit got him in trouble.
Yeah.
That's okay. Whatever. It's okay. It's fine, buddy. Don't worry about it.
What the fuck? What the hell did I type in?
I don't know, man. I don't want to see what you got. It's like TED 2 with Google.
Let's see.
Woof, woof, woof to you, too.
Dude, it doesn't say who he was.
Well, anyways, he was in the Spirit Squad, and now he's not. Because he's just Dolph Ziggler. But he did. He's worked his ass off. Now, Theory is Money in the Bank champion. Or Money in the Bank. He's got Money in the Bank. So what I'm thinking is they're going to take Theory and put him in an angle with Dolph Ziggler and give Dolph the Money in the Bank briefcase to cash in for a title. Because Dolph did hold the NXT championship a few months ago. Or actually back at before WrestleMania.
Yeah, to the crowd. Loved it.
And so they may be pushing him for a title shot. You never know.
Your computer froze.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. But what do you think about that situation? Like, he's attacked or interfered in Austin Theory's matches twice now. So what angle do you think they could do with that?
I mean, you could go a couple routes, like Ziggler not wanting to be overlooked by The new guy could also be like, yeah, I was once Vince's right-hand man too. But
and that's true. He was once a pick by Vince too, and then he got left behind. He may be warning Austin Theory.
Yeah, so I mean, it could also, I don't know. They could honestly go multiple ways with it.
And here's the thing. They need to do something about Vince first. Like, they need to figure that whole Vince adultery, cheating on his wife, doing what we knew he was always doing in the company
Nikki.
ways.
Finally. Sorry. He was Nikki.
Oh. Okay.
I thought he was Mikey.
So.
Anyways.
Nikki?
Yeah, he was Nikki.
Why would your name be Nikki if you're a guy?
Nikki would be repackaged as Dolph Ziggler, and the rest of the group was released from WWE.
Wow. Yep. All right. That
Yep.
seems legit.
Yep. Nikki.
All right. Well, that's what. And honestly, I think it's going to be a Dolph Ziggler championship. I think he's going to get Money in the Bank, and he's going to take it, and he could be undisputed champion.
Man,
I think that'd be amazing.
He had a loud ass pop the last time he won.
Oh yeah, and he
Every
deserves
time
it
he's
because
won his first time, yeah.
because the fans know he deserves it. He's busted his ass. He's jobbed for that fucking company, basically.
Well, yeah, and hell, when he got his first championship, cashing in Money in the Bank against Alberto Del Rio, when he had that was back when AJ Lee and Big E. Like, Big E first came into the scene.
That's right. Yeah. They interfered in the match. That's right.
Yeah, and the crowd fucking loved it.
They did. It was a good match, too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because people cheer Ziggler because of his freaking his talent. And even like, oh, man, when you put him and The Miz together.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're good buddies. They're good friends.
They're both Cleveland fans. Sorry.
That's rough.
Yeah, I guess they'll be wearing Rowan jerseys.
Yeah. Good luck to you.
That's what we call a callback.
And it's true. They will be wearing those jerseys because that's the only hope they have.
Isn't it ironic?
It is ironic. Don't you think?
No, it's not.
That's actually coincidence.
Yeah. Anyways.
But that's it for the show, boys and girls. We appreciate you listening to us. Give us a like and review, and also follow us on Instagram. What was that Instagram again, Ray?
WTF.Sportscast.
Suck it. Or don't. We want you to listen to us. Bye.
Deuces.